Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Tolkiencraft II, The Labors of Valentine. In today's end of the day tour, I have some progress to show you, which I'm very excited about. We have finally started on the dock, which is awesome, because if things go according to plan, Greater Raider is going to be here, hopefully next stream, which will be on Monday, in the evening, I assume, since he has to work during the day. And we are going to use a schematic to place a boat that is going to be copied from Draconis. So we'll see how that goes. That could be interesting. We have to get it at the right orientation and at the right level. So yeah, that might be fun. I have put support pillars for the dock down into the ground there. The reason that I've added these additional support pillars is that they're wood, and wood doesn't hold up as much weight as stone, and that's why there is, well, relatively more support pillars here. And this pillar doesn't really need to be here anymore, but I think I'm going to leave it because it is hiding a banner which occasionally glitches out and looks like it's on top of the boardwalk here before it vanishes. And I don't think it's hurting anything. I might change my mind, but for now I think I'm going to leave it in there and leave that the way it is. I still have to cut this back, I think one more layer, and then we will have a fence edge. But there should be plenty of room for the ships to come in. And this tree, I'm sorry, but you've got to go. And something unfortunate seems to have happened to you on this side of you anyway at some point. I wonder if you got hit by lightning or something. Let me find my... Oop, we have those. I want to show those later. Where's my axe? Would you just go away? Thank you. Alrighty. Let's plant another one over here. And maybe we'll throw one right there. Might end up cutting them down, but why not? Okay. Few trees. So I still have to landscape the area. Alright, so that was the latter part of the stream. What I spent the majority of the stream working on was... ta-da! It's all finished. Despite carpenter's blocks driving me insane with the glitchy water, BVB stopped by and helped out with telling me where the water was going when I couldn't see it. So, thank you very much, BVB, for your help with that. I greatly appreciate it. And as you can see, all the water wheels are now moved over to this wall where they will remain. And I will say, I had intended to do them off screen, but real life decided otherwise, and so I ended up doing them all on screen, which was just as well because it got a chance for everybody to see me getting all peeved at the carpenter's block water glitchiness asshattery, so. Right. So, and this, I don't know if you remember, but I said that there was this was originally hidden by the hill, because the hill went right up to here, and this was under it. And I did move where it was. It was originally over here, and I moved it over because, well, inside the hallway got a little too narrow, so I had to move it over just to make it a little more manageable, and a few less face plants by the elves on the pillar as they go dashing down the corridor. But doesn't take long to show it, but it took a long time to finish it, so there you go, it's finished. I think I'll go inside and just show you the corridor that I was talking about. And that would be up one level, I think. Yes, right here. So before, it was right out to here, which, as you can see, would only leave 2 blocks wide, which is way too narrow. So at least now it's 3, and, you know, there's going to be fewer face plants, but there'll still be the occasional, oh my god, that hurt, barking of shins, etc. But we'll have to live with it. Alright, yeah, so let's go and I will show you the wiring area for these water wheels. And this is this area here. Actually, one change that I made to this area since I was on the stream is I changed these to sacks of barley, because I decided that having the hay bales there just wasn't... I mean, you don't want straw going through your grain mill. So I didn't have bags of grain, so I used sacks of barley instead. So they're having barley flour instead. Hopefully they like it. If they don't, they'll just have to fix it themselves. Right. So this is going to become a hidden door. Although, yeah, I'll probably make this a hidden door and possibly make this look prettier down here, because this is an area where the elves might go to do some maintenance. But if they do, they're going to have to... I'm going to have to put a ladder up here for them, or there's no way they're going to get to these various levels to walk across and check out the wiring. And in fact, I might have to adjust it if I make it accessible to them. Anyway, point is, I will worry about that later. And so this is just basically, I'm just showing the different areas. You can see there's lots of layers to the wiring because it's following the edge, and you can hear the water out there. And this is the last three at the very base of the waterfall. So, as you can see, we made a lot of use of the junctions, which I've sort of figured out how to place them properly and get them working. The secret, which I think I probably told you in the original water wheel end of the day tour that I did when I demonstrated how to put one together. But of course, by the time I went to move them here, I'd forgotten all of that. But I don't remember seeing these arrows before. And basically, they're indicating the flow of electricity along the wire. So if they aren't pointing in the right direction, these junctions don't connect. And you use your hammer here. That's not the right hammer. There it is. Your ancient warfare hammer, and you right-click on it to turn it. So you can see now it's pointing this way and it's disconnected because it's saying, well, you know, nothing is going that way. So if I just get it going all the way around, now it'll reconnect. So what I've discovered in a nutshell, for placing these wires, you have to be facing the direction the energy is going to be flowing when you place it. So because the energy is flowing from south to north, I want to be facing north when I place the junction. And the same thing holds true for the shafts. The only exception to this is, let's just get, actually I can see it right here, the heavy flywheel controller. The heavy flywheel controller, you actually, no, sorry, I'm lying. It's not the heavy flywheel controller. It's the actual water wheel. It's the water wheel. You have to be facing the opposite direction. You're facing... Actually, let me just pick them up and place them to show you. Okay. So, and I'm going to pick that up too, because then I can show you. Okay. So your water wheel generator, you have to have water that is flowing, not a static block. It has to be water that's a block away from the static at least. But as long as it's flowing water that it can reach, you have to place it facing the water. So you are facing the water when you place it down. And then you get that. Now you have to turn around, get your heavy flywheel controller, go in the air, and then place that down, because it has to be facing the other direction. And since I'm stuck, there we go. And you can tell it's working because it slowly turns. And then to place the shaft, again, you have to place the direction of the flow of energy. And you have to place it against the one that's already there, or it just does what I just, you know. There we go. So, to summarize, all of the pieces of the water wheel assembly, including the wiring, you have to be facing the direction that the energy is going to be flowing towards. The only exception to this is the water wheel, which you have to place facing away from the direction of the energy flow. So there. Now I've described how to do this twice. I did it in one end of the day tour, and I just did it again because I don't recall seeing these little arrows. They're new to me, and I figure either my memory is failing and they were there before and I just don't remember, or they're new, and in which case going over it probably doesn't hurt anything. So, there you go. Right. So, yeah, I'll have to decide about that door. Whether I'm going to hide it or not. But I'm going to leave that for later. I think that's everything that I did today. Oh, no, no. No, it's not. No, it's not. And in fact, there's 2 things left to do. And both of them going down here and showing you is probably going to be useful. Ah, I know what I'm going to do. I was talking in chat today with somebody, Soul Rift X, and asked if I'd ever used a Distortion Flame from Draconic Evolution, and I had not. So I broke down and I was distracted by the squirrel and decided to make one. Now, they're not cheap to make, so they're not something you can make right away, however much you might want to make them once I show you what they do. You do need 4 nether cubes in order to make a set of 4, so basically each flame costs a nether cube and 1/4 of a diamond. The diamond's probably not the big problem. The big problem is the nether cubes. But what you can do is you place them down, and they're an X-ray device. So you can see down there, I have something that I didn't know I had. I have a large pool of Ars Magica liquid. Mana, whatever it's called. Now, you don't want to hit these. They're apparently very easily broken. You do not want to hit them with anything but a draconic tool, or you won't get them back. And since they're so bloody expensive, I mean, I'm sure there's good reasons for them being so expensive. This is not a criticism of the developer when I say bloody. I'm just saying they're so bloody expensive that you don't want to break them and lose them if you can avoid it. Right. So, the other thing is we have some new arrivals, courtesy of BVB. One of them is from, actually, no, you can't look. You can listen to them, but you can't really look at them yet, even though I know you got a glimpse. That's not how you spell grain. That's also not the word to use at all. Okay. It's late. Right. So we have cute little deer, boys and girls, and there's apparently 2 varieties of females. There's the spotted ones and the non-spotted, which was interesting. And we have aurochs, and Zephyr suggested that we find, also known as Black Dranzer, suggested that we find the aurochs, and BVB went and did that because Black Dranzer can't get in the game right now due to issues. And so this is from Zephyr, aka Black Dranzer, by way of BVB. So thank you again, BVB. And we are going to breed them because the babies are just so dang cute. Okay, so let's do the aurochs first. And they don't seem to have males and females, or if they do, we can't discern them. And there's a little baby with a big flappy ears, so cute. Now, the deer. The deer are killers. They're my favorite. Oh, if you can even see them, because there's so many of them. Alright, you and you. Okay, let's put away the wheat so I'm not torturing them. There's the baby deer. Look. Isn't he cute? Doesn't have any spots. Okay, I'm going to have to... Oh, there we go. Now, isn't that the cutest little deer? It's about knee high. Whereas the baby auroch is bigger than the adult deer. That is hilarious. Awesome. We're going to have quite the deer herd here. So, very cute. So thank you very much, BVB and Black Dranzer, for the suggestions and the acquisition of the animals. And those animals are going to go... I'll have to show you on the map here. This section here, I've been trying to decide what I wanted to put there, and I think I tried out a few things in my mind, but since they didn't stick, I know they weren't going to work. And this is going to be a zoo. We're going to have a zoo there, and so we have at least 2 entries. I'm going to collect a couple of swans from Akasi Velto, or no, sorry, Siren Valtras, which was my base in Season 2, which is now a permanent part of the mod pack, once I refurbished it for the elves and turned it over to them. So I know I can get swans there, so we will head there and pick up a couple of swans. And we'll have to see if there's any other animals that we can do. But they're going to be going over here, and there's going to be another pool here, or pond, that's going to connect through a meandering stream to the stream that is coming out of the patron garden over there. Because that's the inlet of the water coming into the system, and this is going to be the outlet, and this is all set up so it does actually flow out through one of the gratings outside the castle. Right, now I'm pretty sure I'm done. I hope you enjoyed this end of the day tour. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the stream sometime. You all take care now. Bye.